Rigathi Gachagua must be in a position to regret resigning as members of parliament resolved to hold a special sitting on Friday, October 18, 2024, to consider urgent business and other bills. The big question that Kenyans are asking themselves: why a day after Rigathi Gachagua's impeachment hearing? Allow me to share with you this particular information published by Kenyans.co.ke to understand what members of parliament are up to. The National Assembly adjusted its calendar to allow for a special meeting on Friday, October 18th, to handle high-priority business before heading on recess on Tuesday next week. According to the order paper, legislators are set to proceed on a short recess commencing October 22nd, 2024. National Assembly Majority Leader Kimani Ichung'wah is expected to move a motion during a sitting on Wednesday, October 16th, to approve the alteration of the calendar. Majority Whip Simon Osoro earlier in the day noted that the special sitting will be used to discuss critical bills, including the sugar bill, water bill, and the division bill of revenue bill. Other urgent business issues will also be covered. Osoro informed the House that there were several pending business matters that required immediate attention by lawmakers. Now, according to the majority, the special sitting will allow time to discuss arising urgent issues that may develop in the meantime. And I quote from his statement: there is also a need to provide for the House to consider any other business that may arise that may require expedited consideration. End of quote. In case this is your first time, take a second, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Now, members of parliament, especially the majority whips, also to say that they can use that particular time to discuss arising issues. It's something that caught my attention because why are they holding a sitting a day after Rigathi Gachagua's impeachment hearing? Does it mean that members of parliament are anticipating the outcome of the Senate? Does it mean they know that Rigathi Gachagua is going to be impeached? And that is why I started by saying Rigathi Gachagua must regret resigning, as these members of parliament are set to do something, because this special sitting that they're calling on Friday, it is very unusual. And many people know very well that Rigathi Gachagua's goose is cooked. It is just a matter of time and Kenyans will know what will take place on Thursday from 7:30 p.m. onwards, when when the Senate will be deciding his fate, whether he will be impeached or that impeachment will be killed. But I want us to discuss three issues before we proceed to those possible members of the society who are likely to be the next deputy president in an event Rigathi Gachagua is impeached. The first question that Kenyans are asking themselves: what is the rush? Why are they calling for that particular special sitting? When I see Silvanus Osoro, when I see Kimani Ichung'wah speaking, these are people who are against Rigathi Gachagua's position as the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. And they can do anything to ensure that this guy does not come back to become the next Deputy President. Remember yesterday, Silvanus Osoro hinted that the next person who should be given the opportunity to serve as the Deputy President is Irungu Kang'ata, of which I highly doubt, because Irungu Kang'ata is the first-term governor, not the first term, but he's serving his first term as Murang'a County governor, and therefore I doubt if he can accept this particular position. But the person I'm likely to see to succeed Rigathi Gachagua, in case Rigathi Gachagua is impeached and there is no court order stopping the president from nominating the next deputy president, is Professor Kithure Kindiki. Why am I saying this? There's a lot of lobby within the government, outside the government. There's a lot of lobbying that Professor Kithure Kindiki, in the run-up to 2022 elections, he was the preferred candidate for William Samoei Arap Ruto to nominate as his running mate. But things changed. Remember when Professor Kithure Kindiki said that he will not come back to uh, politics, and he went. Nobody could trace him for like about 72 hours. He went and to his high room, and later came back and started supporting William Samoei Arap Ruto, and then he was nominated and appointed subsequently to be the cabinet secretary in charge of internal security. So there is a possibility, and there is lobbying that by Friday and Saturday, Rigathi Gachagua's replacement will be announced to the public, because you can clearly tell how members of parliament voted, even the immense central member of parliament, that is Moses Kirima, saying very well that we did impeach Rigathi Gachagua, knowing very well that Professor Kithure Kindiki would become the next deputy president. But all is not over. Remember, the three-judge bench gave Rigathi Gachagua hope by saying that he can still seek justice in a court of law, and that means if he's impeached, and I'm seeing Rigathi Gachagua heading to uh, a High Court, Court of Appeal, and maybe the Supreme Court, just to interpret the process that was undertaken by the National Assembly to impeach him. I remember to pass a resolution to impeach him, then subsequently, if the Senate will impeach him at the end of the day. But from the look of things, I have been following the proceedings from the time when Ndego and Jiru requested the Senate to interpret why Senior Counsel James Agri Boborengo is representing the National Assembly. I clearly can say that Rigathi Gachagua's goose is cooked. I don't see a possibility of him surviving this particular impeachment, and therefore members of parliament know that on Friday they will be debating that particular nominee that William Samoei Arap Ruto will nominate. But all is not over. Remember, there is a question of legality of William Samoei Arap Ruto nominating a deputy president without a proper IEBC in place. That one will leave for the legal minds to decide. I promised at the end of my videos to carry out civic education. Number one, remember to register as a voter before 2027. Number two, remember to demonetize politics as soon as possible. Once you demonetize politics, you will be in a position to get better leaders. Bye for now. I will see you in the next video.